And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said, offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Atlanta Hawks.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
And the starting group for the Spurs, we've got Jakob Poeltl. McDermott is out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Roby in at the 4-man position. And for Chicago, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Williams. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, midseason. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just seed them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
To the paint. Here's Vassell. Guarded by Levine. The pass to McDermott. Here's Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Ball against Richardson. Ball dishes to DeRozan. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the inside, Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williams has got the first basket of the game for the Bulls. And here's Richardson. Vassell, the pass to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
Richardson against Ball. Pass to DeRozan. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Richardson against Ball. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And Poeltl is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Ball. The fadeaway. And it's Vucevic missing.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And Poeltl sends it back.
And Poeltl deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and it's Vucevic missing. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
San Antonio trailing here. Now here's Richardson. Last time out he had 14 points. Passes to Roby from past the arc. Vucevic with the rebound. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Ball dishes to Levine. Pass to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. DeRozan against Richardson. The pass to Vassell. Richardson gets a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space. Richardson's got his second bucket tonight.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Chicago trailing here. Ball with it. 9 points last game out. Outside, Levine. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Richardson against Ball. Pass to Purdy. Here's Roby. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Vassell. The Spurs rebound. Here's Pirtle. That shot misses. Great D that time from Vucevic. Richardson against Levine. Outside Williams. Inside. Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 1. Pirtle, the pass to Roby. Pass to Vassell. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Ball. Richardson, no luck.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Ball. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. There's Levine, and then Levine with the jam.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now, here's Richardson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Vassell, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Vucevic dishes to Levine. Ball kicks to Vucevic. There's the pass to DeRozan. It's over McDermott, and DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Vucevic. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Well, it takes unique skills to be able to not be bothered by defensive pressure, and DeMar DeRozan is that kind of guy because he loves taking tough shots, and he makes most of them.
Now here's Richardson, and a miss there on the triple.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Levine. Williams finds DeRozan. Now here's ball. Fades away. And it's Chicago scoring again.
You look at the mid-range area of the court, definitely in Vucevic's game. Clearly, he's an outstanding shooting center.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And, Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Kobe White comes in for Levine. And it's Dragic in for Ball. Now, here's DeRozan. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mark, one of the things that separates DeRozan from other two guards, his back-to-the-basket game.
Well said, Kevin, and you're right. I mean, he says every time I shoot a turnaround, I feel like nobody can get to it. He's got excellent footwork. He can really get off the floor. And it's a classic move that made guys like Bernard King a real problem to guard. And I speak from experience on that, folks. King was lethal scoring the ball.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Here's Primo. San Antonio again missing. Here's Chicago. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Pass to Williams. Right wing. Drummond trying to get himself free. No good from Dragic.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes it to Bates Diop. Back to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Here's Bates Diop. Not going to go that time. Dragic with some nice D. Pass to Drummond. DeRozan surveying the D. No good. Shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Jang the pass to Collins. Here's Bates Diop.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Now the pass to Collins. Now Jang still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. Can they get it? And they get it back. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's White. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Williams for 3. Rebound by Jang.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Primo. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
Dragic against Jang. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely from downtown, and it's White missing. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Now here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Drummond passes to Dragic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And throughout his career, Dragic has been a leader. It's a natural fit for him.
Duncan Robinson called him the ultimate leader. Dragic, leader of his national team for a decade now. Guy just embraces the responsibility of it all.
First one falls for him.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Chicago making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Collins. 1:09 left in the first. Pass to Primo. Here's Bates Diop. Over Drummond. Out to the right wing. Here's Bates Diop, defended by Drummond. Bates Diop misses.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Dragic finds White. Here is Williams. He's guarded by Collins. Here's White. No good on the 3. Spurs trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The 11-footer. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Dragic looking for an opening. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Oh, the slashing Slovenian Goran Dragic told us about his attacking style of play.
Try to get inside the paint and collapse the defense, and then we spray the ball. And, our saying is good to great. Sometimes you have a good shot, but if you make an extra pass, you're going to have a greater shot.
Greg, you love that unselfish style, don't you?
Yeah, he can definitely score, but you combine that with his passing and even more for the defense to worry about.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Zhang is out there with Collins. Then it's Johnson, and it's Bates Diop in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Caruso. Out to the wing. Here's Dosunmu. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Bates Diop misses.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Primo, the pass to Jang. And here's Collins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Johnson. Shot from 12. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Caruso. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And the pass to Dosunmu. Down low. Here's Drummond. The shot comes out. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Patrick Williams. And Levine subbed in for Kobe White. Spurs trail by 6. Now here's Richardson. At the top of the key, Chang. Johnson against Drummond. Roby can't hit. Bulls have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Caruso kicks to Vucevic. Takes the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Johnson, that's for 2. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Vucevic the pass to Levine. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And the Bulls with another miss. Spurs trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's McDermott. Makes it off the glass. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big player.
Here's Caruso, and stolen by Richardson. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Johnson against Levine. Pass to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Back to Levine. To end the drought. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go. Spurs trail by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. The Spurs also changing it up. Myrtle comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. McDermott passes to Roby. Pirtle against Vucevic. Passes it to Roby. And here's Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. It's good from long range. Richardson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, being effective in the pick and roll requires that you read the defense, and Richardson did a good job there.
Back to Ball. And Levine puts up a deep 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 4. To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Vucevic misses the 3.
And got to like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Ball. Outside, Levine. To the inside. And it's Vucevic missing. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 13-5 run. Pirtle, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Pass to Levine. Now here's Dosunmu. He's defended by McDermott. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in. Ball's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Here's Vassell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Richardson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Well, Chicago's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Outside, Ball. Outside, Levine. And there's the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago. Dragic comes in for Dosunmu. And there's the pass to McDermott. Pulls it from the elbow. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, I like seeing McDermott work on his in-between game, showing he has the touch from here, too.
Dragic kicks to Levine. Roby with the rebound. Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Pass to McDermott, lets the 3 fly, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Bean passes to DeRozan. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Stolen by Levine. Here's Dragic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Richardson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Vucevic. And it's Levine that time on the assist from Dragic. Levine's got 11. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Vassell after the made shot from Zach LaVine. From 10 feet out, here's Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Vucevic.
Hey, it is never easy guarding Pirtle. I mean, he's got so many moves and a lot of ways to get defenders to foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
And the first one drops.
Boy, Pirtle is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. On that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
DeRozan with it. McDermott on him. Offensive rebound. Dragic dishes to Williams. Misses from short range. San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And he can't bank that one in. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Primo. Passes it to Vassell. 1:32 left to play here in the half. Pirtle. The shot from the low post is good. Pirtle's got his third basket of the night.
Major muscle from Pirtle. Just bully balling the defense with his interior game.
DeRozan for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Primo. Here's Vassell. Pirtle against DeRozan. He takes it in to the middle. McDermott with the steal. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce. And when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
The shot by Primo, no good. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
I'd like to see them get to the line more, but to do that, you got to be aggressive, force the action, drive the lane, make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
And And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. In the backcourt, it's Ball and LaVine. Williams is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw.
You know, back in 2012, the Orlando Magic decided to move on from their franchise player, Dwight Howard. They traded him in a mega deal involving 4 teams, receiving 6 players and 4 picks.
Now, here's DeRozan. Here's Vucevic. Tries again. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to McDermott from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. McDermott's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And in that Dwight Howard deal, one of the pieces the Magic acquired, a 22-year-old center by the name of Nikola Vucevic.
And Vucevic only averaged 5 points a game as a rookie, Greg, but what a pickup Vucevic will turn out to be. Staying with Orlando for a long time and ultimately becoming an all-star. He's a highly productive player in the center position.
Bulls shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Boy, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Here's Vassell. Releases. McDermott can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Ball going inside, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
Here's Richardson, trailing by 5. That's tipped, stolen by Ball. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And, guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Fades.
You've got to be wary of Pirtle when you're a shooter. If he's in the neighborhood, he could get to it. So I love the fact that he's all out on defense.
Inside, Vassell. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They host the Kings after this game. It's Williams with the drive. Outside, ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot by Williams, no good. Spurs trail by 5. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. McDermott kicks to Richardson. Shoots over ball. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
DeRozan for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Drummond's checked in for Chicago. The Spurs making a switch here. For San Antonio, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Richardson the pass to Johnson. Here's Bates Diop, defended by Drummond. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Whitey's checked in for ball. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Down low. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Richardson against Drummond. The pass to Bates Diop.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
Misses from close range. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Bates Diop. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Chalk up 2 there.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Pass to Roby. Richardson outside. Here's Bates Diop. DeRozan defending. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. Bates Diop's got 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
White with it. Passes to Levine. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Pass to Bates Diop. Driving to the basket. And it's sent back by Drummond. And DeRozan. Here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
DeRozan always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Osumu, he's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Zach LaVine. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Spurs trail by 4. Richardson kicks to Zhang. Here's Roby. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Richardson outside. That one misses.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
DeRozan passes to Caruso. Back to DeRozan. It's Drummond, high post. The pass to Dosunmu. 4 on the shot clock. And the Bulls with another miss. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. Spurs trail by 4. Now Collins. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Primo. Here's Bates Diop. Switch. Pass to Jang. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Drummond.
You got to be careful shooting around Drummond. I mean, he has a really good knack for when to go for the blocks.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Primo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. And so he hits both. The Bulls leading by 4. And here's White. Pass to Dosunmu. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Chicago, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. Because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. 6-point game. Here's Bates Diop. He has 5. Here's Primo. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, you're going to get trips to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Drummond. Spurs trail by 8. To the wing right side. Collins finds Jang. Here's Johnson. And finished off by Jang.
Yeah, out of the pick and roll, Jang's size and athleticism makes him an excellent target.
And one of Johnson's teammates recently called him country strong. And Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even stronger. That is scary. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Here's DeRozan, and he dunks it right over Jang. Oh, wow.
It's really the defining part of DeRozan's game, driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
And Greg, along with the power, Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder, can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
Now here's Johnson, 5 on the clock, and he's good on the 3-ball. Bates Diop's got 8 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The pass to Dosunmu. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dosunmu's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And San Antonio has possession. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Now here's Jang. Here's Primo. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Drummond. Back to Dragic. Kicks to White. Fires for 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Passes it to Primo. For the tie. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. White goes in. The kick out to Dragic. Stolen by Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. So for the Bulls, Vucevic, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Gorgui Dieng. Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. Vucevic, the pass to Dosunmu. Vucevic with it. Rocket 6. The tray. Dosunmu's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Ball. For the lead. And Ball with the block.
Ball's size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
To the inside. DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night. Spurs trail by 3. Vassell, the pass to McDermott. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Johnson driving the lane. That one's not going to go. Nice D from DeRozan. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Dragic. Here's Vucevic. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Vucevic has got 8.
Establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Here's Primo. 10 points for him. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper. 13 points in the game. There's Dragic with the 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls out front. They lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, McDermott in at the forward with Johnson as the other. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Primo in at the 1. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell, the pass to Primo. McDermott with it. Pass to Primo. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Ball. Kept alive. No good that time. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Paul, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense. Nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Now the pass to Pirtle. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Primo. Johnson outside. Driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's DeRozan. He feeds it to Vucevic. Left side, Williams takes the 13-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 6.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Primo, the pass to McDermott. Pirtle up top. Spurs working the ball around now. Johnson's shot is off. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Outside, Ball. He kicks it to Levine. Here's Vucevic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Now here's Pirtle. On the wing, Johnson passes it to Vassell. Back to Johnson. Johnson missing again. Chicago leading by 8. Now DeRozan. Dishes it to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. Here's DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Oh, I tell you, DeRozan puts so much pressure on the defense, he practically forces guys to foul him.
Shooting 2.
A free throw dropped for DeRozan. The Spurs making a switch here. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Richardson, and Ball with the block. Outside, Levine. Outside, Ball. DeRozan in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. DeRozan's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago. Here's Richardson. Williams with the block. Outside, Ball to the middle. It's over McDermott. DeRozan's shot is off. Spurs trail by 12. And here's Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg, at 6'5" and 200 pounds, not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own.
That's good from Richardson. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now, here's Richardson. Poked away. Ball, the pass to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And so it's San Antonio with it. 15-point game. And the pass to McDermott. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the Spurs with possession after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Vassell. Looking to get back on track here. Williams with the defensive effort.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Spurs trail by 17. Here's McDermott. Pass to Vassell. Over ball. Vassell, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for Chicago. In transition, here come the Spurs. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. San Antonio calls timeout.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Richardson outside. Pirtle kicks to McDermott. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. DeRozan with it. Outside Williams. Puts up a 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Spurs trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
DeRozan against Richardson. Pirtle, no one around him. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Pirtle's got 4 points in the quarter. The Bulls leading by 16. Now Levine. Outside Williams. Back to Levine. At the elbow, Vucevic. He dishes it to DeRozan. 18 feet out. And Pirtle pulls it down. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Ball. Outside DeRozan. Here's Levine. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Pirtle after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Pirtle dishes to Richardson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, at this point in his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort at both ends of the court.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Bulls making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And Richardson drops them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Inside. Good. That one on target from Roby. Roby's got his first points in this one.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Outside, Levine. 6 to shoot. The dish to Williams. Back to Levine. Here's the 3. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's San Antonio with it, trailing by 17. Richardson the pass to Vassell. Now here's McDermott. And here's Richardson. Clock at 6. Here's Vassell. Guarded by Levine. McDermott can't get it to go.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now Levine. After the missed 3 from Doug McDermott. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 19.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Josh Richardson.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Now here's McDermott. Roby the pass to McDermott. Now here's Richardson. Passes it to Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. From deep. No good there. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Pass the ball. To the paint. Here's McDermott. And there's the pass to Roby. A minute 50 left in the game. Good D by Drummond. The Bulls leading by 19. Here's Levine. Vassell grabs the board. The Spurs shooting just 31% in the game. Down low, here's Pirtle. Count it. Pirtle's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, and I like guys when Pirtle gets into a groove and demands the ball. I mean, he's extremely dangerous when he has the hot hand going.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight.
For DeMar DeRozan.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Now here's Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Roby. Inside. Here's Pirtle. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside DeRozan. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. It's deflected.
Richardson showing you his defensive anticipation there with the block shot.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Langford with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on the team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we're just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you.